Alrighty then, it's time for a Jarvan game, and now, surprisingly, this is a game I haven't had in quite a while. Which one? Because I haven't been playing Jarvan for the longest time. Because, well, he got nerfed, and it actually kind of hurts a lot, and you'll see why. It's just, and also was pretty much a random nerf. They hit his sustain, which was already one of his weakest parts as a jungler. His E is probably one of the worst abilities now. Yeah, it works in allowing him to use his EQ, but the ability in itself is pretty dull as hell. It needs something else to make it a little bit better. As you've seen in the PvE, they've been buffing it in some ways by giving it lower cooldown, and then they nerfed it because they realized if you give him lower cooldown on his EQ, he's going to be doing that a lot more. So, attack damage red, attack damage quints, armor yellow, magic resistance blues, and 2190 masteries. I went more offensive with this one because the enemy team is largely squishy, and I figured maybe I could assassinate someone alongside Talon. That was my idea behind picking this. The enemy team picked Vi, my teammate picked Talon, and I thought, Dunk Squad, okay, we'll go with that. Because I figured my team won't also pick an initiator just by seeing who they were planning on doing. The Nautilus pick was the one that surprised me. I thought that was actually going to be the support, and turns out it's a top lane Nautilus, and for right now he's doing fine for the early game, but you know, once Vladimir hits his power spike, he's just going to shit on Nautilus all entirely. So, in this game right now, I'm trying to see which lane to gank. Both Talon and Orianna keep pushing the lanes back and forth, and they keep murdering each other, which forces the other one to play safe. By the way, I know I fucked up. I left one little blue minion alive. I thought I was going to die, and then I didn't immediately kill it because I was just not paying attention. So, hey, cut me some slack. It was 12 at night, midnight. So yeah, I'm just trying to look for a place to gank. Top lane can't do it. Just Vladimir at this point is playing too safe, and Nautilus can't assist me in ganks. Bottom lane is a chance, but my teammates have pushed him out too far. In this case, I was able to get Orianna because we popped her flash a little bit earlier ago, and Talon has enough damage to just destroy her. Plus, if the Vi came for the counter gank, the only one she would possibly be able to get is me, and it wouldn't matter if she hits me and ults me, she wouldn't kill me in time. So that was a good gank on the Orianna. Now, Jarvan fell out of favor because he's a softer tank. He's a bruiser. I still kind of struggle calling him a tank sometimes. He's got initiation powers, but he doesn't really have peeling powers or any of that kind of sort. If he were to peel for his teammates, it would cost him too much of his resources. His ultimate is too strong to use for peeling and could potentially backfire in really quote-unquote helpful ways. Now watch this. This is just some jungling 101 stuff. I get caught, they have vision of me, and I don't even hesitate to make it look like I'm running back. But the second runs out, I turn around. Just maybe making them think that I decided to give up. Which, of course, I didn't, so we end up getting a Caitlyn, and the Nami doesn't have flash, so I use ult on her, and that gets us 2 beautiful kills. And now this is Stupidity 101 here. The Vi is hanging out trying to defend the turret, but instead she's actually trying to be very aggressive in defending it, which of course is not a smart idea because if you get close to people with CC, they're going to lock you down, tower or not. So she got killed for basically free, and that allows us to also obtain a dragon. So we got 3 kills, a tower, and a dragon out of this, and one of those kills wasn't even necessary. If Vi had survived, she could have stopped us for dragon, but no, that was a catastrophic defeat for the enemy team. I also hope you saw that I got Ranger's Trailblazer. With the lower sustain and the more need, the need to be spammy on clearing camps, I'd rather get the sustain from Ranger's Trailblazer to make sure I have enough. I have the ability to maintain my momentum towards the jungle. You know, go in, wipe out a camp, use my smite, heal myself back up, and then go about my day. And Jarvan's all about that tempo, all about that momentum. Once you hit level 6, you can murder everybody, you can keep ganking even without your ultimate, you can set up really strong ganks. That's all what the Jarvan is about. But anyways, back to what I was saying about Jarvan having fallen under grace. Thing is, he's not really the best tank. He has some of the worst stats in the game. And it's really kind of the odd part, but if he had better stats, he'd be overbearing in everywhere in the game. When he had better stats, he could be played in everything, including support. So I understand why they had to gimp him in that sort of aspect. He's very reliant on his abilities, but they have a lot of risk attached to them. Still though, that's not exactly why he's fallen out of grace. He's just more akin to an assassin type gameplay. You know, if Katarina, well, Talon in this case, Kha'Zix and Zed were the top picks right now instead of the champions you see like Azure and stuff, he probably would come back again in the mainstream, and more so than anything else. Though they probably would still have to fix his sustain just a little bit. I mean, even in LCS, you've seen a little bit of Jarvan. He, like I said, he's an initiator. He's someone who sets up the play and gets everyone to follow him and destroy people. So in solo queue, if I see my team going pretty assassin heavy, I tend to lean towards Jarvan, especially if I need more physical damage, or if my Q's piercing effect can actually, you know, give an advantage to my team. So yeah, Jarvan is the quote-unquote tank you pick for assassins. But with that in mind, in a tank meta, assassins and an assassin enabler like Jarvan just don't see the best of times. So that's why I figure he's not in the meta right now. Though, of course, getting nerfed is a painful thing altogether, so, yeah. I mean, they nerfed Warrior, they nerfed Z, and by the way, the Talon there had apparently spilled water on his computer, so he was AFK. We go in for the Dragon, I fail to smite steal, the Vi gets out of my my ultimate. I thought I was actually body blocking her, but it turns out I wasn't, and we get destroyed. We only kill one of them, and it's not even worth it. We didn't get Dragon either, so that's a catastrophe for us. Talon ends up getting a sneak kill on Nami, though it's not going to amount to very much. The enemy team is still pretty much gaining control of the map as a result of the blunder. And then Talon dies anyway, so the Vladimir. So yeah, bad times for all of us. I catch the Vladimir, we start attacking him, and I get quite fucked up. However, fortunately for us, the Caitlyn has no idea of positioning herself, so she ends up losing her flash for, again, basically free. So, the silver linings, I figure, right? Anyways, as you can see, I'm going more of a tanky build. I didn't get super fed early on. I gave more assists to my teammates. Warrior should be enough to carry me throughout for the damage aspect of this, and I decided to go aura-ish. So you're going to see me by Locket of the Iron Solari and Randu and Zoman, because, like I said, since he's your sort of a captain type of champion, the initiator, the one that goes in, you'll go in, use your W, use your Randuin, slow the enemy team down, trap them all together, and when your teammates finally join the fray, you activate Locket of the Iron Solari and give them some more beefiness. So that's my idea of Jarvan. Probably remember, one of the most versatile champions in the game in that aspect. His stats aren't so great, but every item that you attach to makes him even better, just because his abilities are naturally badass already. Except his E, like I said, it needs something else. I would figure if there was any buff the E could get is, you know, perhaps allowing you to cast more than one. I don't know how that would work out. Lower cooldown, lower damage, but just be able to spam the thing for craziness. Like, you know, throw it once and throw the other one, so when the second your Q comes off cooldown, you don't have to spend an animation throwing up your E again. I don't know, either way, we initiate, grab Vi, grab Vladimir, and I actually do fuck up. This is why I thought about that E here. I go in, ult him, and I forget to even throw my E the second time, so I end up just using Q into the wind, and I continue getting myself trapped, and I died. That was really bad. Fortunately, the Jinx has gone all god mode at this point. He kills Caitlyn with the burn from the lizard, kills Nami, and turns her attention to the rest of the team, but they're all dead. You want to reiterate what happened in that team fight. I trapped a few people with my ultimate, and I didn't fire off my E. So that was a huge fuck up with me. I didn't fire my E, and then I used my Q into the air. If I had fired up my E and then my Q, I would have knocked people out and escaped my own ultimate, and would have pretty much saved my own skin while dealing a lot more damage. So it was kind of pathetic. By the way, I had pretty bad camera work in that scene there, but Talon rushed from base to try to kill the enemy Orianna for some reason, even though my teammates were running away after being so wounded and whatever. And the enemy team punished Talon and killed the Nautilus, and then they got themselves a dragon, and then they tried to get themselves a Baron, but I caught the Nami, killed her for basically little effort. It cost me my ult, but it forced the enemy team to back off. They were a little too scared because I was around, and they thought maybe I would steal it or kill another person. So silver linings, I guess, right? We stopped the I stopped the Baron, but it cost us a dragon and it cost us a few kills, and again more map positioning because of our greedy ass talent. Now, as you can see, the game is just sort of falling into place now. The enemy team cannot come anywhere near us because me and Annie just destroy them. You know, their best bet is just sort of to catch people off guard like they did that to Thailand. But if I initiate a fight, or the Nautilus, or hell, even the Annie, then we'll just win. If we grab more than 2 people, we've probably got the advantage. They don't have a tank. They don't even have a front line outside of Vi. And hell, even Vi will just fall victim to it. So all we have to do is make sure to pierce through them, grab at least 2 of them, and then dump everything on top of them. They'll usually die, and then Jinx can pick up the rest of them. In fact, that's probably we're going to see in an upcoming team fight. I go for to try to clear some wards, and then they catch me. They all initiate on me, which is the puzzling part, seeing as I'm tanky. Vi burns her ultimate. Vi burns her skirmisher saber. Nami pops her shit on me. I trap them both and just flash out. The fight's breaking out at bottom, and Orianna and Vi can't even participate in it. Jinx picks up the Caitlyn, backs away. I try to reinitiate in, then they change their focus on Annie. She survives because she's got her CC and walks away. Meanwhile, again, Jinx is still eviscerating the rest of the enemy team. She picks up the Nami, and now she's going to kill the Vi. No, I think she kills the Orianna. I come back in, and I actually ended up stealing the kill. She kills the Vi, I mean, so I guess I was correct in the first place. And that was just a catastrophe for the enemy team. Again, to reiterate what happened there, they burned so much shit on me. For no reason. They thought they'd be able to kill me and walk away, but they burned so much crap on me. Multiple flashes and ultimate CCs and summoner spells. And I escaped. I didn't die. In fact, the only reason I came close to dying is because I rejoined the fight. They left exposed the rest of their team, and Jinx just destroyed them. My god, that was just silly. Though here, it was over fucking kill. We would have probably killed the Nami without the need of Talon's ultimate, so yeah. But yeah, the enemy team is having some very bad fights, and my team is very dead set on being able to take advantage of those poor decisions. I think, yeah, another fight's about to happen. Just check how this one goes. I try to initiate on the Orianna, nothing comes of it. We just take the inhibitor, and we go towards top lane. The Vi, for whatever reason, decides to go and punch Nautilus, the guy who's not going to die anytime soon, and has a lot of CC. We CC her down, and she absolutely kill her, and she tries to run away from us, going upwards instead of to her teammates, which forces her teammates to get closer to us, and enables me to CC them and trap them. And meanwhile, while I'm tanking the tower and taking their damage, the Jinx manages to kill one of them, and, well, actually, Annie comes in and takes the kill, and Annie kills 2 of them. And that's it. It's such a clean, deadly game. And it's mostly because the enemy team screwed up and we followed through. So hooray for Jarvan, the tank of assassins. Remember to like the video to support the channel and to subscribe if you haven't yet. I have a few sponsors that are helping me maintain this channel, such as Loot Crate and Pro Build Systems. I have links to their websites on the description below. Use my code for a discount, and using my links also directly supports my channel.